to Black Connect. It is the first episode of 2024. I don't know, I'm doing this like a 90. But yeah, wow. It has been some fucking time.
It has been a while.
Yeah. I feel like we say that like every couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Just like, it's been some time. It's been some time.
Yeah, our bad.
Yeah.
Our bad. We do apologize.
Exactly. But you know what? I think we've have the motivation this year to definitely put out some great content for you guys. Yeah. And just to, stick to it. Cause I don't know, I just had this vision that we're going to, we're going to be on your TV screens at the end of this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know I don't know how it's going to happen, but we're going to make it happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, speaking of, our hiatuses that we do, I would say this introduces our topic perfectly because it explains why we're always not filming, I guess. Yeah. So this episode is talking about girl friendships and just how girl friendships and adult friendships as well, and just how to navigate them in adulthood.
I don't really hear many people talking about it.
Yeah.
So I was actually really happy when you brought this up.
Yeah, because I don't think people really speak about, female to female friendships as well. It's how crazy it can get. Because if you actually see how a dude makes friends, it's
quick and easy and simple.
It's abysmal.
Yeah. I'll be up in the gym every day.
That's it, they're friends. Yeah. That's actually literally how my boyfriend has met most of his friends.
Yeah.
I'm
like, how do you know him from the gym?
From the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my friend now.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Just like that.
They'll hang out outside the gym as well, and I'm like, okay, that's your friend for life.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like for women, it's just so, I don't know, it's just an anxiety thing. I don't know if you get it as well. When you go into a new space or a new job or even an event, just this anxious feeling I don't know if people connect with me, if people like me, if people like my vibe, or maybe girls will think I'm, I don't know, bitchy, or even just from my face, girls will think that you're a bitch. So it's kind of like
it is like that. It's more so whatever you think of yourself, you feel like somebody else is thinking
exactly.
Exactly. Especially, and how we are women we're quite emotional creatures. So it's just we most likely are thinking of that ourselves.
Yeah, you just automatically think that.
Yeah, so we think other people are putting that on us as well. But it's more so just us projecting, really. Yeah. So, to start this off, I would say the one topic the one segment I wanted to talk about really was how navigating friendships or female friendships with while also being in a relationship, you're in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. So I would say it got hard, especially at the beginning of my relationship, of actually trying to divide my time equally. I don't know if I say equally, but efficiently with my friends, my partner, and then also my family too.
Family as well. I didn't even. So because it eventually gets to the point where you don't even see your family anymore sometimes.
Yeah. And then you also get a lot thrown at you as well. Your partner wants your time, your friends want your time, your family wants your time, and sometimes it can get quite overwhelming. Yeah. I would say for me, for example, my relationship kind of caused a bit of a rift between Melanie and I.
It's so dramatic.
Excuse me 1 second. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but like literally speaking, yeah, it did kind of cause a rift between us.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I'm not even gonna lie, like I was definitely 100%. Well, no, I wasn't 100%. I'm gonna put some blame on him as well. But yeah, I was definitely at fault for a lot of things. I more so just saw that like, okay, I'm in this new relationship. I need to
understand it, get to know it. Like, that's something new.
Yeah.
It's like, it's starting something new. So,
yeah. So I kind of put all my eggs in that basket, all my time there, and even sometimes my sisters as well, because I'm very close to my sisters. And they would be like, oh, we never see you anymore. I'm just like, but like, you know, I'm in a relationship, you know, that's kind of happens. But really, I shouldn't have people coming at me saying like, where have you been, you know?
Yeah.
I should figure out how to not spread myself, but like, you know, put myself in different places efficiently and still have quality time with those who care about me, those who I care about. And I think in my head, you know, for me, because like personally, I haven't been in a relationship for such a long period of time up until now. Well, not now, last year, but like I didn't realize like what the do's and don'ts were.
Yeah.
Like, Mel, speak to me. How did you tell them how you were feeling when I was just messing up anyhow?
I felt neglected.
Jesus.
But you know what as well, like, let's not forget, like a while, 8 years and years ago, it was me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was proper, like, not here at all. I remember there was a time we hadn't seen each other in months.
Yeah. And it just became the new normal.
Yeah, it became the new normal. Then we went out for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And it proper sank in that I actually haven't seen my friends in months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking weeks or days, like months.
Yeah.
I don't even think there was like quality conversations as well as like me actually communicating properly. I can't really remember too tough with like the group chats and stuff. But I don't think I was properly replying and stuff like that. If anything, I probably wasn't. So it just happens, especially when you're young and you're getting into something brand new relationship, and it's really exciting. It's the honeymoon phase, isn't it?
It is the honeymoon phase, yeah. But I feel like some people they just know straight away, like, you're gonna have to put your friends here, you can put your family here, put your partner here.
Yeah.
But like other people, they kind of just lose sight of that friendship.
Yeah. And
before you know it, they are, you know, just lost in their friendship as well. I'm sorry, the relationship. Yeah. But another thing, this isn't really like have anything to do with friendships, but I also feel like it's important to talk about like how when you are in a relationship, not to lose sight of yourself. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Because like
that's really important.
That can happen where you're like, you don't even realize it actually happening, where you kind of start shifting to the way.
It's too late.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shifting to the way of your partner, and before you know it, what you had, the plans you had for yourself, are kind of like are gone or non-existent, or you know that they are the back burner of everything else, because you're now trying to look at what he's doing and accomplish what he's doing. And I found like, me too, any kind of hobby that I had, I kind of just stopped doing them. Yeah. Like, yourself, like, I'm more of like a creative person. Yeah. I stopped drawing. I've stopped, just creatively thinking of random stuff that I'm just thinking of. Yeah. And, that's just because you're now just like this relationship. You want to go out, movie night, this quality time, all this stuff. It's just like, just remember yourself. Yeah. Just a quick note that I wanted to say anyway. Yeah. Like, have you found yourself kind of doing something like that, or?
Yeah, in the past, definitely. Even things like not taking care of yourself in terms of, let me say, like, not wearing nice clothes or makeup, and like not, you don't have to, obviously, like it depends on what your partner likes as well, and what you like yourself, of course, most of all. But like, you just tend to lose sight of how do I actually physically look when I step out of the house as well, like, because you're just so caught up in, oh, I need to be in this person's presence, and that's kind of the only thing that you're thinking about. Everything's kind of a rush to cater for that person. But you can definitely lose sight of yourself if you're not careful, and then with that will come losing sight of friends and other relationships, or your hobbies, or even like what you were inspired to do and your own personal goals if you're not too careful. But if you're with your partner and your partner wants to be with you long term, then that should be highlighted anyways, is like what you want to do long term. Well, so.
And I think, like, to be honest with you, even when you're in a healthy relationship, your partner should even be like, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? Like, let's let's work on what you're trying to do as well. So, but anyway, that was just a little side note of something that just came to my mind. But back to like navigating, your friendship while in a relationship. I would say more so it's just like, just even if it's a thing where you can't actually get to your friends, like even a phone call, a text message, FaceTime, something. Don't completely just be like, neglect your friends. Like,
there was a point, remember we were doing the weekly calls. We did like a weekly group call. Just to catch up on everything. And then also like our other friends like moved and stuff that. So it was like, we need to definitely like just try to catch up.
Keep in touch. I think at the beginning it was just rough. It was just a lot of transitions happening. Like our friend moving, relationships happening. It's just like so much happened in the span of like a couple of months. And it was just like, now we are kind of just thrown into the deep end, like, so people just doing whatever you're doing. Like, I think we held on for a long time with just no one really saying anything, just really like a lot of the time it's just like something happened, maybe a side eye will happen, but no one was actually talking about anything. And then it was just piling up, and then before you know, it was just like discussion had to be had. We had a little friend intervention. That did not go well at all.
The whole place went on fire.
No, I've never. I don't even think I've ever like yelled at you like that, or you have ever yelled at me like that.
Nah.
And it was so shocking. My heart was racing, and it was just like a lot was happening. And a lot was said. But okay, the way it was said or how it was said wasn't great, but I think it had to be said. So
it wasn't great because it was said out of just being really upset.
Anger,
And anger. Then it built up to anger.
Exactly.
Because it just felt like we weren't hearing each other, listening to each other. It was like, no, but this and that.
I definitely was very defensive. I like, because I just felt like I was backed into this corner. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening right now?
I was defensive as well for things. So.
Like, it happens when you're not like aware of what's going on in the background. So like, you kind of just be like, like, fight or flight kind of mode, So we did definitely like have an argument. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, do you think anyone filmed us that day? Because we were in the middle of
I would be shocked.
Just having a match. And I just remember looking over in the corner, and there were these two men, and they were just having the time of their lives. Literally, I could see they stopped talking just to watch us. Like,
basically in the pool.
Exactly.
Had entertainment.
Exactly. I was like, oh shit. And now I'm just entertaining the whole of it.
Free entertainment.
But anyway, so that was just, it was scary. I didn't know what the state of our friendship was going to be like afterwards. yeah, I know we talked like the week after, but it still felt really rocky for a good month after that, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, and I think now it's quite solid, and I think that only recently happened.
Yeah.
You know, which is weird, but I guess it took time, and if none of us actually wanted to like not be friends anymore.
Yeah.
But I think I even said it the week after that it was gonna take time anyway for us to like at least feel normal again. Yeah. Like we were filming other podcasts and all that stuff. Check us out on what's it called?
Chit Chat Entertainment.
That's actually bad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, can you imagine doing up George? What's this called?
What's this podcast called? So check us out on that. We're doing that, but to sit down and even just have this conversation again, it was a long time coming, and it feels good. Just like this is my sister here, you know. So it's just
this is my sis. I feel like this so I feel like we're at the like this conversation is like I'm at the stage. I don't know if you feel the same. It's kind of like a laugh at it situation.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Because if you actually think back to what the hell we were fighting about, and because just lost sight of what we had, like our friend, she was here. She'd be here.
I was living here. Even when you worked,
like
I was working in her work.
Like
I'm working there.
Like telling you now, I was working. She was working there. Yeah. She worked somewhere else.
Yeah. After my actual job, to go to her work.
Second shift. Like we're thick as thieves, always spending time together, always. So for us to just say like we're gonna throw that away, hell no, it wasn't gonna happen. But obviously, stuff had to be talked about, and it was inevitable. Like you can't be perfect the whole entire friendship. Like you're gonna fall out. Yeah. But like the most important thing was that we actually ended up like talking about it and moving past it and just being good again. That's it.
Yeah. How do you think it would have went if we like didn't talk about it? How do you think it would have been now if we just never
spoke about it?
Yeah.
I think I don't want to say this, but I think the friendship might have just fizzled out then.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was? Did you have that feeling as time went on? Did you have that like, oh, it's fizzling out feeling?
Yeah, I did have a feeling that like maybe just one day or just everyone would just decide like, is it worth it anymore, and just we start speaking less and less. Maybe people stop like introducing more like activities that we could have done, and it just before it's just months go by.
Yeah.
But then again, I just feel like how we are, I just don't think that it could have happened. Yeah. It was maybe there was a big chance, but also like I just don't see how we could have just been like not talked anymore.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Like
and it just bumped into each other like
that's
weird.
No. I think it's I'm not even like I'll walk away.
You'd walk away?
Not like I would want to walk away, but I'd just be too like nervous not even angry, but just like nervous to talk to you again after all this time. I'll feel very awkward. I would say, I wouldn't even know what to say to you. I was just like, shit, let me just avoid this. Where to start exactly. Yeah. I just want to avoid the whole conversation to begin with and just fucking go somewhere else.
I hear that.
But realistically, I like 70% chance that wouldn't have happened. But if it was gonna happen, but that's how it would happen. I was just like avoiding, like, oh my gosh.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
It's Melanie. I'll run away. But anyway, speaking of like losing, like fizzling out and all that stuff, like, have you ever had a friendship that like, that actually just, you don't talk anymore and you don't even know what happened and you don't even know how to explain to somebody else and ask like, oh, what happened between you and you? Like,
I had one and it was kind of like, you know what? I think in that situation, I knew what happened. It was very obvious what happened. And then also, and my friend knew what happened as well.
Yeah.
And then she was just kind of like, and then I got over the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she thought I didn't get over it. Or
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to get over it.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, just more things. Then, like, I think her overthinking that I'm still angry or upset about the situation it added more to it. So it kind of like then more stuff would be said or more stuff would happen. And then it just eventually, it fizzled out. Like, it was just too much and it was just no contact anymore. Yeah. It was actually like really, really sad.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, we're together all the time, talking all the time. And like, you know my everything, I know your everything, and we'll just talk to each other like it's nothing. We'll say we have our inside jokes and stuff like that. And then as time goes on, it's just fizzled out and it's just gone. It's actually sad because when you think of with friendships, I always think about friendships the same as a relationship. Like, it hurts, you know.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And that's what I was gonna say, like, that no one actually ever talks about the grieving process of like losing a friend that isn't actually like, you know, gone, but like they're just there, but you guys don't talk anymore, you know? Yeah. For me, I had this friendship that like we were friends for a good number of years, like 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And I would say like towards the end, the friendship started to become a little rocky, just like little things were happening, and it wasn't really talked about like if this was actually bothering you that much or, you know, how to fix certain things. It just became something that was like, you know, that happened, okay, cool, move on. But then before you know it, it's just one day, like, just all
damn.
I forgot. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, just one day it became a thing where like no more contact with this person. I don't speak to her and she doesn't speak to me. And it's even tough because I'm seeing things happening in her life, and I'm just like, it's weird because I can't say anything to you because you just decided not to speak to me anymore. And
it's because we're at that stage, like we're at that age where things are happening.
You know,
exactly. It's that growth stage. The next step, everyone's like on their steps, going up and stuff. So it's like this is the stage where we're all meant to be strongly bonded to support each other with that, and we're through that. But it's like, I'm also even thinking in terms of your situation, I feel like the communication kind of like the way how it could have been for us. I think if in that situation the bond was as strong as us, then it wouldn't have been an issue. I think it would have been resolved. Like, but the communication was, I guess, it was just off on one person's side and the other.
And that's it. Like, it was just like, I'll say one situation that happened that just didn't really make any sense to me. My birthday had came around and she didn't say happy birthday to me. And before, I think it was the next day she did. And it was just like it felt like, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like a half-assed message, just, you know, just to say that I said it.
Just to say I said it.
Exactly. No, like, oh, like we are friends. It's not like you're not my friend that we could meet up the next day or something. Literally, like no attempt to like even say, oh yeah, let's meet up or let's do something. Nothing. So anyway, I was at work when I saw it anyway, so I replied after my shift, and then just never got a response again. And
really?
Yeah. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, never got a response, and that was it. Never heard from her again. And then I'm just like,
that's wrong.
That was what just made me sad the most. It was like, what happened?
On your birthday.
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong?
Yeah.
That basically you thought that I deserved just no contact at all, or not even a conversation like, oh, Jennifer, I'm feeling some type of way. Let's because like you know something. nothing, just no contact again. And it was just like, you're cool with that. Like, and, you know, there was always this sense of uncomfortability as well, where it was like, I felt like maybe I could always just be cut off at any point. And
you like felt it was gonna come, you don't know how.
I didn't know exactly when, but I didn't know how. There was even points where I was like, how are we even still friends, just because of how certain lifestyles were. Like, our lifestyles didn't really match up to the most, like, which is fine, because like I still like to do what she did and she liked to do what I did, which is,
these guys still had things.
Exactly, still things that we could do. But it was also this sense of like, I saw like I always thought of us like as really good friends, but then it'd be sometimes it felt like there was just new people that she met that she put above me. And I really never knew how to actually, you know, respond to that.
It makes you feel like, oh well, like they're just coming in happy, like what's wrong with me?
Exactly, like
someone enjoy like being around me, and if not, why am I still here?
Exactly. It felt sometimes like, oh, someone you just met like last week or something. Now this person is now your best friend. This person is now above all these years of friendship, like, so there was always that uncomfortable feeling as well, like, and then, you know, it has to be comfortable in a friendship. If you feel like, because obviously, like we said, like there were some things that we weren't discussing and all that stuff. Yes, sometimes that can happen, but if you are genuinely afraid of talking to your friend about certain things, then you're gonna have to look at that friendship. And not to say like there was anything wrong with her or anything wrong with me. It's just like, I just don't think we fit, but
you guys weren't compatible.
I don't think we were, but at the same time, I still valued our friendship. So it still felt like a big loss when it's just like, we don't speak anymore. And certain people are like, oh, what's going on? Where's so-so? And I'm like,
oh, that hurts. And people start asking me, oh, how's this person?
Exactly.
Oh, have you seen how are they?
Exactly. And I genuinely don't even know how to answer that question. I'm like, I got ghosted, basically. I got ghosted. You know? So it's just one of those things where, you know,
I think it hurts more as well because woman to woman, it's like, we know how we feel in these situations. So why are we doing it to each other?
Exactly. Like, the man ghosts you, so be it, you know. It doesn't really matter to me. But it was just like, all these years, and it felt like you didn't feel like I was owed a conversation. Like,
at the very least,
like, if you honestly did not want to be my friend anymore, that's fine. At least have a conversation. Let's meet up. Let's talk about this. Even if it was to try and salvage the friendship, and if it just wasn't working, then cool. At least I know what was coming. You just decided, like, you know what, I don't really care anymore. Like, then it just proved to me all what was at the back of my mind, that like I was quite disposable to you.
That's dead wrong.
And that's it, you know, like. And if there was anything else that I could think of, I mean, if there was another way of, if you want to not prove my point, then, you know, owe someone a conversation or something, you know. But it is what it is. Like, I kind of learn from these things as well, like to, you know, just be wary of who's around you or who you call your friends, because some people actually just don't think of you in that same way, you know. So like, people who know a lot of people and say like, oh yeah, this person's my friend, this person's my friend, this person's my friend. I'm like, are they really all your friends? You know, how are you even keeping track of like who you're actually even spending quality time with and who is actually your friend? You know, but I do understand as well that like there are certain friends that you know what you're gonna do certain things with. Like,
I was actually even touching on that. I was gonna even say, like being in a relationship, you know, you just have that one person that you go to, but when you have your friends, there are multiple sources, different people, they offer different things, and you even offer different things to them, and like that's why it's just so important to ensure that you're upkeeping those friendships as well as you're upkeeping your relationship.
So basically what I was trying to say is like, do you feel like, I was going to throw like a little curveball here, that, you know, when people get into relationships and their friendships then take the back burner, do you feel sometimes that like it could be because your partner is now bringing things that were missing in those friendships to your relationship now?
Yeah, like everyone adds to your life. Like surely everyone that you keep that close to you is adding to your life, are pouring in. You guys are pouring into each other, whether it's your friends or your boyfriend. You guys are pouring into each other in different ways. You guys are teaching each other different things. You bring different values to your life. They bring different values to your life. So I think that's true. And at the end of the day, you know, like everyone to each their own, but you know, you're also not like we're not swapping, you know. So
are we not? I'm joking.
It's that male figure. Like your partner is your male figure, you know. Especially let's just say even for our situation, like there are only real, like that's the figure that's doing the protecting, the providing, all of that, the safety.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah, like they're that male figure, and there's no one else that's doing that at all. So that is essentially as well why, like you said about like your partner offering what your friends aren't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What do you think about, like, you know, jealousy in friendships? I would say female to female friendships. I would say it happens a lot more than I would say male friendships.
It's huge. It's huge. It's huge, but it's because women are so. The way women can move is so, like, I can't describe it. It's mysterious. We can be so mysterious that it can be kind of hidden away. But as women we can still see it. Yeah. You know, but women try to hide it. Yeah. But it's definitely a huge thing. Like I think especially even being this age and seeing like your peers achieving this and that. And then obviously the closer people are your friends that like especially at this age you're not really keeping much other people around. Yeah. So yeah, jealousy can be a really big thing because, you know, you see people achieving this or doing that, or you see that person is getting this done for them and that isn't, like, you're nowhere near there. But yeah, it's huge.
I'd say more so like, you know, jealousy when it comes to like other guys as well, you know. Yeah. You know, like men can actually just be, they can like be with the same girl and be like, another guy, one of their friends, like, yeah, actually, I kind of like her, and then they'll be like, oh, okay,
here you go,
have at her. But I don't know how to do it, but like we can never do that. That's just, it's like girl code, like. Excuse me, like.
Although some do. I don't know how. Actually, you guys do. Can you actually let us know, girls, how you girls do it? Like,
yeah, how would you have that conversation? How do you guys go about that? Yeah, like I could never
stay friends.
Still stay friends in the end.
Do you think that's not real though? I'm so sorry, it's not real.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it's just. I can't see it, especially when you have this emotional connection with your partner, and then before you know it, like, okay, the relationship ends, like that can happen. But now, like, your friend, let's say, like, maybe you met the girl like a couple years later or something, and she's now looking at your ex-man, and she's like, yeah, she wants to be with him and he wants to be with her. And I don't see how that friendship can now work between the girls. How can that now work? Because it's too weird. Yeah. It's too awkward. There's too many things that just not going to be said. I just think just avoid it if you can. Yeah. Like that can cause jealousy. Like because like sometimes it's a weird to say that like there is some slight of, I wouldn't say feelings towards your ex, because like obviously they're your ex for a reason, but there's this still connection or some kind of tie that you kind of have there that like it doesn't ever really go away. I don't know if that's correct or if I am just chatting at my ass, but I feel like there's something that, you know, because you spend a lot of time with that person, so, you know, not to say like you still love them or you want to get back with them, but it's just something. I'm just going to leave it at that. There's something. And for now to see someone that is your friend being with that person the way you were with that person, I just don't know how that works.
All that in one circle is not real. That circle is a circle of hell or something. You know, that's just not real.
I just don't see how it works. Could work, you know. No. I mean, if you can do it, please let us know how you're doing it. Because me, I can never. But sure, look, you know, it is what it is. And you know, like let's say, you know, when you're younger as well, like. You like a guy, your friend likes a guy, and the guy that you like ends up liking your friend. It's just a weird feeling. Because you kind of have this displaced anger or, you know, kind of like upset feeling with your friend. Yeah. Even though low-key they didn't do anything. Yeah. That's just such a thing that happens in female to female friendships. It's just like...
But why? I think it's because like I know like you can be around your friends and then like all your friends like maybe you all have like similar types or the same type and stuff. But there's so many guys out here. Like if you see your friend liking this guy, turn your cheek. Just turn your head. Look somewhere else. There's so many other options, and I don't understand. That's which is kind of like bringing back to the previous situation you were talking about like with the jealousy. It's like. What? There's so many other options out here. Why is it just here that like, you know, you see your friend with this guy or likes this guy? Why is it that you just see that as well? You know, I think as well it's oh, you okay?
Sorry, no, I was going to say something, but go on.
I was going to say I think as well it's kind of like that friend sees what that guy is giving you.
Could be.
And then they're like, wow, it must be not.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Or they're curious, they're like, I wonder why she went for him.
Yeah.
Or I wonder why he's going for her.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, oh, well, that's my friend, so if he's going for her, like, surely he can go for me. And, like, you know, I can offer, like, the same things that she can, and just all those thoughts that you get to girls.
I always wondered that because there was situations like that when I was back in, because I would say that's child's play, I'm not gonna lie, like that's quite childish behavior, but there were situations like that back when I was in secondary school, like that's literally almost 10 years ago now. Yeah.
Jeez. I knew you were gonna say that or something. I knew you were gonna say something.
Anyway, God. Hey. Long my chest long ago, but anyway, no, because deep down that is legit 10 years ago for me.
It's been a minute for me.
Damn. Anyway, yeah, so that was stuff that was happening back then, and it's just like there was just these two my friends. I know who they are, but like there was always these weird situations where one friend was liking one guy, and then when maybe like a couple weeks into her liking him, and I already know about her liking this guy, my other friend is like, oh yeah, I like that guy. I'm like, but where did that come from? Like, this girl, like, our friend just said she liked it.
Come
like,
on.
What?
Yeah.
And okay, once I get it. 2, okay, but it just happened so regularly. I was just like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, come on now.
So it was just like, it was always so weird. I'm just like, I never understood why you guys did that. Because, like, don't get me wrong, there are some conventionally good looking guys that all your friends are going to be like, yes, he's cute. We might all have a crush on him. But if it's the thing where, like, your friend might want to take it further with this guy, why is it now, like, you also want to do, like, you also like this guy? I'm like,
now you really like him all of a sudden. Like,
come on. It was always so, it was weird times.
Yeah.
It was weird times.
Yeah.
And it's just weird how that happens. Like, it just, yeah.
It's kind of like, because the way it was happening so often, it was kind of like, it's as if it's like clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, your friend likes this tracksuit or this dress or something, and then like, I like that one too. But no, this is someone that I want to be with. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Actually, so it's like, come on now.
Like, anyway, moral of the story, guys, just behave yourself.
Look the other way. Your friend is looking this way, you look the other way.
Exactly.
Like, there's something there for you.
But, like, really, to, throw this all back together, like, just make sure you have good people around you.
Yeah.
You can fight. It does happen.
Yeah.
Because, like,
it's normal.
because you have to look at your friends as individuals. Your opinions are not going to be the same as their opinions.
Yeah.
The way you look at life is not going to be the same way they look at life.
Yeah.
So that you can clash. It does inevitably happen.
Yeah.
And for our instance, we're talking about women to women friendships. Like, it does happen.
Yeah.
But just not to lose sight of what's important.
Yeah. Like, remember why you are actually friends. You don't argue and fight all the time.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's a connection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, just take it easy on your friends as well. Like, and have those awkward, hard conversations as well. It's
gotta be uncomfortable to be comfortable.
Exactly. Sometimes you really do have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position or stage to get to that comfortable stage or position again. That's it. And when your friend is truly your friend, maybe there might be headbutting or whatever, but they will understand in the end.
Yeah.
And that's it. And before you know, you move on and laugh at it ever, like how it even happened in the first place, and just be like, what the fuck, and then move on,
Because at the end of the day, like, you guys love each other and care for each other.
Exactly.
So you will consider each other.
Exactly. And that's it.
Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you liked this week's episode.
Yeah.
Catch us over at blackconnect _ I was about to forget.
Is it though? Is that what it is?
Is it? No, sorry. My bad. It's Black Connect Podcast. At Black Connect Podcast on Instagram. Fucking hell. And same for TikTok and same for Twitter. But we don't. X, whatever you want to call it now. But yeah, we're the same on all platforms there. And listen to us on Spotify. Give us a like. Give us and YouTube as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Comment, like, share. Just get the word out there that Black Connected is
back again.
Back again. And we're ready to reconnect. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.